Hey, Rouven, fantastic seeing you here, and many thanks for this interview. I know at Sapphire how busy it is, and you in your newly established role as general manager. By the way, congratulations to the SAP Business Process Intelligence business unit. Now also with the new acquisition, Signavio. I think this came a little bit out of a surprise. And we see it. You have already worked on the branding on that. So could you explain a little bit what exactly is the vision and the goals, what you have now with SAP, BPI, the business process intelligence with the combined power of Signavio?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, Marcel. So look, I mean, SAP is one of the biggest software vendors on the application side in the world, and our customers obviously are facing challenges with regards to their digital transformation. They all, obviously COVID contributed to that. They all need to move into a more agile, more efficient, more automated way of running their business. And running the business at the end of the day means executing business processes. And that is why SAP has the obligation to help its customers really holistically not only transform the system landscape, but at the same time transform the process landscape. I mean, that is where SAP then said, well, we need to provide more help to our customers, need to help them better also transforming their business processes, which was the reason why we set up BPI, Business Process Intelligence. And in that regard, we then felt that obviously, we need to make fast progress. We have RISE as our cloud migration program, if you will, right? Where we obviously then knew that we need to provide this service very quickly. And that is why we decided for an acquisition. And Signavio actually was the perfect match, right? When I first talked to Gero Decker, the CEO of Signavio, we realized we have exactly the same vision of how process transformation, customer digitization, how that works and what the contribution is. And actually the portfolio of Signavio is so much complementing the SAP portfolio that it's almost frightening, if you will, because there is no overlap and it perfectly fits together, because with that, we now really have an end-to-end solution to not only help customers analyze their part, right, which is more the mining side, but really then also manage, model, simulate, and govern the processes going forward, which for us is really important because process transformation for us is not a one-off. It's really a discipline that you need to establish throughout your business model transformation to make sure you have continuous process transformation in your business. And that requires a tool set that really helps you to cover that end-to-end process. And that was the reason why we acquired Signavio and now have set up a very strong business unit with actually a strong investment case behind for the company. So we will expand further heavily into this space, because for us, this is not a product play, right? It's a strategic play for SAP to have that process layer in the company, that intelligence coming out of the processes and feeding that back into our application landscape. That's for us the driver for business process intelligence.
Awesome. Sounds really like a very compelling story. And I think embedding process management and providing the transparency to visualize, to analyze and to optimize processes is absolutely something what clients are looking for in defining their future. Pretty sure you want to drive this also to transform to S/4HANA. The RISE program, you mentioned that. Probably not everyone is equally equipped and knows the difference between what you now have defined as term business process intelligence on the one side and process analytics. You can say business process re-engineering. I know that's a term from the 90s, or process mining, what is now an own category, what Gartner, Forrester, IDC have defined. Could you elaborate a little bit about the difference between BPI and, let's say, process mining?
Yeah, sure. So look, I mean, business process intelligence, if you will, is for me the umbrella term around everything that goes along a data-driven way of making your processes run better, faster, more efficient, right? Using data equals intelligence to then really transform your business processes. Process mining for us is one component in that, right? So if we look in our end-to-end process, mining is an important component to understand in a data-driven way where the weaknesses are in your processes, to understand the process flow. Actually, at SAP, we believe you don't always need mining to understand your business processes. We can provide out-of-the-box 500 process KPIs right on top of S/4HANA, where customers will see immediately, without mining the processes, where they are strong and where they're not so strong, including benchmarks. And out of that, you can already then derive a lot of conclusions on where you need to focus on when it comes to, for example, your S4 transformation. So for certain use cases, mining is not required. For other use cases, mining is required to really get into the depth of the variance of different process flows and so on and so forth. So from that angle, process mining is part of process intelligence, but process intelligence for us means more, because it's also then really about transforming the process, making sure the process change hits the ground, that you work with the end users, that you have your process models clarified, that you have them simulated, that you change the models, that you then improve the process. So it's a way broader view on really the process world than just the mining component, if you will. So if it's connected, but it's not, certainly not the same, and there is obviously an overlap in that.
Awesome, Rouven. That's very helpful. Final question on my side. Could you give a tangible example? I know it's now released at Sapphire, and we all know it is brand new, so you don't have now a large list of references of customers using it already. But what is it what a customer can expect in the future from SAP, BPI? Let's say a kind of best case example, what you could envision, what the benefits will be for a customer in the near future.
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, even though obviously BPI as such is a new topic, as a business unit within SAP, Signavio brings close to 2,000 customers with us, right? They have a history of 13 years now being in the market, being the leader in process management software for a while. So there is a lot of substance there, and actually also in the S4 context, there are plenty, dozens of customers, I think up to 50 already, who are using the Signavio suite for transforming the S4, or using it for the S4 transformation. Also on the BPI SAP side, if you will, there are also already 3,000 customers who have used what we call the one-time report on the snapshot, if you will, taking a look at their current ECC system and understanding on the ERP system, understanding the data there, and then using that to transform into S4. So there are very good data points on where we see the value already. Now, going forward, what will happen, of course, is that we will bring those elements very close together. Imagine in a transformation, a customer needs to, at one side, understand obviously the data, but then he also wants to make it work in the system, right? Ideally, if you look at an S4 transformation, he wants a quick time to insight and a quick time to adapt, right? And that's what we're going to bring very close together. We're going to make it as easy for him as possible to get the insights. For example, sitting right on top of S4, natively getting the data out of that without having to mine, right? If he needs to mine, fine, we can also do that. And then the time to adapt is then the time to implementation, either via robotics process automation, via workflows, low code, no code, right? Everything that runs on our technology platform, or then also via the implementation in the software. If the improvement means he goes onto S4 to get the benefits of the new processes running in S4, what we are then doing is we are bringing the modeling of Signavio very close together with the modeling in the application, with Solution Manager and the application lifecycle management and the central business configuration. And by that, make it very seamless for our customers to bring the business side of the modeling into the application modeling. And this is yet again another point of business process intelligence, making sure that the changes hit the ground in the software, right? So that the business process really is then reflected in the software. And that's what we're going to do with business process intelligence. So from that angle, I think our customers can look forward to a lot of value created out of that for them.
Well, sounds powerful. I look forward to seeing how this will take off. Many thanks for your time. I know how busy it is. Have a wonderful Sapphire. It's so good connecting with you. And I look forward catching up with you very soon.
Thanks, Marcel. Thanks for having me. Take care. Bye-bye. See you.